Hello, my cherished viewers. You are welcome back once again to Profutorials. The name is Alfred Profi, and I would like to say God richly bless you for always having a good time with me on this channel. I hope you are learning. Alright, please, if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly hit on the subscription button, share this video, like, and if you have any question, any suggestion, you are welcome at the comment section. Wherever you find yourself, kindly pick your books, your pen, calculators as we go through the next phase of circle theory. And today we are going to look at Theorem 4. Now, before we look at this theorem, in the previous video, I gave an assignment which was under the Theorem 3. So let's look at that assignment, the solution to that assignment quickly. Then we can now start with the Theorem 4 quickly. All right. So this was the question. And the question said we should find the value of x from the diagram we have. Now from here, PM is a diameter. And we all know that anytime a diameter subtends an angle, that particular angle is 90 degrees. X is an interior angle. The 90 degrees is also an interior angle. And 4x minus 9 is an exterior angle because it is found outside this particular triangle we have here. And we know that the sum of two interior angles is always equal to one exterior angle. So x plus the 90 degrees, the two interior angles here, is equal to one exterior. So it's equal to 4x minus 9 degrees. So at this point, I'll be grouping like terms. So I'm going to bring this 4x here. So I have x being here. Then when 4x is moved to the other side, it becomes minus 4x is equal to. The moment there is an equal to sign, then what is left here is the negative 9 degrees. 90 also brought here, we have minus 99 degrees. So here, x minus 4x, we have negative 3x is equal to negative 108 degrees. So at this point, we are going to divide through by negative 3. So here by negative 3, here by negative 3. Negative 3 will cancel negative 3, and then we have x to be equal to this also cancels this. And 108 divided by 3, we are going to get 36 degrees. And this will be the value of x for this particular question. Since we are done with this assignment, then we can now start with the Theorem 4. So let's look at the Theorem 4 quickly. Theorem 4. So what name is given to this line? This is a chord. All right. What about this line? It's also a chord. The line here is a chord. The line here is a chord. So what we have within the circle is a four-sided polygon. And we can name this one a quadrilateral. So we have quadrilateral A, B, C, and D. Now, anytime we have a quadrilateral where all the lines are chord, then the angle here, let's say X, and the angle here, let's say Y, say they are opposite, then the opposite angles will sum up to 180 degrees. Again, the angle here, let's say P, the angle here, let's say Q. We could also see that P and Q are opposite. They will also sum up to 180 degrees because we are talking about a quadrilateral found in a circle. So now let's look at the reason. So we have X plus Y is equal to 180 degrees, as well as P plus Q. So we have X plus Y is equal to 180 degrees, and we have P plus Q also equal to 180 degrees. So now let's look at the reason. So opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral, that's a quadrilateral found in a circle, cyclic quadrilateral, sum up to 180 degrees. Let's take note of this. Note. This is always applicable if and only if all the lines are chords. It means that if some of the lines, talking about the 4 lines we have here, if some of them are not chord but radius, then we can't apply this particular theorem. So this particular theorem is applied if and only if all the lines are chords. So now let's look at our first example. Example 1. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle. Angle XOZ is equal to 100 degrees. Find the value of M. Solution. So under circle theorem, anytime the question is given, it is always advisable you resketch. So let's resketch the diagram again. Alright, now we are supposed to find the value of M, but we can't say 100 plus M is equal to 180 degrees. No, that will be incorrect because OX is not a chord. OZ is also not a chord. But OX and OZ, they are all radius. So before I can get the value of M, then I need to introduce imaginary line. Or let's say short dashes. And I'm going to make here P. If the angle here is 100, then the angle we have on top here, what do you think is going to be? If this angle is 100, then the angle on top here is going to be 50 degrees. We always divide the angle at the center into 2 equal parts and put it at the angle at the circumference. So at this point, 50 and M, they are opposite because XP is now a chord, PZ is a chord, XY is a chord, YZ is a chord. Since all the four lines are chord, then we can say that opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral sum up to 180 degrees. So M plus 50 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And the reason is opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral sum up to 180 degrees. So now we have M to be equal to 180 degrees minus 50 degrees, and we have M to be 130 degrees. And this is the final answer for this particular question. So as we normally do, there will be an assignment so that in your free time you can go through that quick question. In the next video we are going to look at that question. So now let's look at the assignment and then we end. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, like and share the video. Let's look at the assignment quickly. So this is the assignment, and go through as we meet in the next video. Stay tuned. Have a nice day. Bye bye.